welcome back to the farm. This video is sponsored by NK Seeds. We're having to replant a field up towards Brown City. That's probably 7 miles from here. Dad's on his way. He's gonna no-till that with our John Deere 750 no-till drill we had just gotten. You know, we've got property down probably 8 miles south of here, 10 miles we rent, and that would be in 7 miles in Brown City. So by the looks of it, it got pretty dry up there. We were the whole country was in a dry spell drought weeks ago. We got it planted. Apparently they didn't get any rain up there because it looks pretty good down here. We got some pop-up thunder showers and didn't do too bad, but up there, from the looks of it, it's been dry and still dry. So we're gonna go in there and at least try to lay some soybeans down. The good thing about NK Seeds is, did you see when we got them soybeans delivered earlier? I showed you some other videos. They were red, pinkish red. They're treated, and that helps with adverse weather conditions, and it helps with the crop emerging. And the good thing about treating them, it costs you a little bit, but it's 100% replant. They don't charge you. So we called up our buddy Eddie, and that's who we get our soybeans from, and he brought down enough for about 40 acres. So I'm going to show you that field Dad planted while we're raking this hay. I'm up here. This is where we ended up chopping. There's a whole swath of hay up here. It got rained on. We had no choice. We wanted to make it rain, so we cut this whole thing, and she got hit. So she's looking kind of brown, but we're gonna bale it up. This is coming up. This is gonna be second cutting you're seeing. And but this field here, we're gonna end up tilling up here. That'll be our next one on the line in a couple years. This one's getting there. But other than that, thank you NK Seeds for dropping them seeds off, and let's get her planted. Let's go. The ground is, you need water for the soybeans to grow. That's a John Deere 7830. That's our planting tractor. And our grain cart tractor. But it'll probably end up being retired from the grain cart now that we got that 8760 with the PTO shaft in it. Pretty nice piece of ground up here, complete and square. Got a kind of a run, a water run running through the back side of it, you see there. But it's not tiled, but it's like I said, we've done good with it, but no rain. And you can see just how dry it really is up there. You see the dust rolling. John Deere no-till drill really came in handy for us. Picked that up last winter. So with this replant, that drill's planted roughly 185 acres of soybeans this year, and we plan to use it to plant all our wheat. We're gonna no-till all our wheat this year with it after we take some soybeans off this fall. So saving money with tillage and fuel. We'll see how it goes. fast. On the next. And we're home. You see, I got all my wagons cleaned up, washed, put back in the barn, and we're leaving this 9560R hooked to that big 46-foot cultivator. We're just going to leave it hooked up because we're not going to use this tractor for anything else or that. So that's just going to stay there. It just made it a lot easier. But yeah, these wagons are clean and ready for third cutting is when we'll use these again. Whole lot of them. Feeding, both hay silos been working pretty good. Like I've said in the past, I take that cover off that blower and I make sure them paddles are loosened up. That makes a big difference. Takes some strain off the motor and it helps it actually throw it right off the chute. We've got some juice action here on this first silo we started filling. Not bad. That means you got it up plenty green enough. We've had, it's kind of going around the whole outside a little bit, but we've had it in the past, man, where we got it. Actually, I can't believe we ever put hay up that wet because this was green. Like it was green all the way through, but we've had it where it was spewing right out the cracks of this thing, and you don't want that because that'll then eat at the inside of the silo, and eventually she could just go down. There, she's piling out. We're gonna hook up and start moving them bales. Mark just took off a little while ago. He's gonna go get that hay baled up because it's second cut and starting to grow up. Dad and Greg took off. They're gonna go mow down some more hay. But these, I want to show you, this is a 17 F350 Lariat farm truck that we're gonna use to pull. But these wagons here we got out of Canada. These are really good for hauling round bales. We got them big, I think those are 6x5 round bales he's baling. So we can get 10 on here without stacking any too high. Just 10. If we were hauling from a ways away, we'd probably stack 2 on top, to be 12. But yeah, these are very good. We used to have some pretty shoddy round bale carrying wagons, but we've upgraded on them. These, they're pretty faded because they sit out. We don't have enough room to store them inside, but you can see the way they looked. They were new probably a few years back. Yeah, we got them shipped over here, 3 of them from Canada, and put them together, and been happy ever since. Let's get on the road. Got a heifer out here. We don't want heifers out when we're in the field. What are you doing out here, bud? Don't know how she got out. What I do sometimes till we have time to get her in is well, I can't. Lonnie's got to take this down. Let me get this out first. Skid steer down there. We'll use this one in the field. We'll use the one down there to unload. Now we'll lock her in here. And we're on the road again. What we got is I was gonna switch out and doing a good job. Lonnie's loading. Yeah, this hay turned out pretty good. I was gonna run it, but I forget he's been working here for over a year. He can run that. Maybe he's not as good as we can, but darn good. So I'm gonna be hauling, he's gonna be loading. Here we go. dry cow lot where we're putting them. This whole row right here is a carryover from last year. We're very happy about having that because when we didn't have any rain, and we're hoping this year straightens out, but you're going to be hard pressed to get all the hay you got last year. We got a lot, but we're going to keep putting it up. We'll never sell extra hay. That's a no-no. We ran out one year and we don't want to do it again. First load down, we got the girls checking us out. Yeah, all that hay's for you guys. That's right. How are we doing today? Good. I brought an extra wagon here. I had Lonnie load it while I was unloading. I'm gonna drop him one over yonder in this cluster of bales. He can load them while I'm taking that and unloading that. So we're all moving. And Mark's only got a couple more windrows and he'll be out of there. So we're making progress. Loaded up, hooked up. Okay. We're knocking it out. Perfect. He's putting another one on top right now. Full load. One bale left, and he'll take that home himself with the skid steer. Take that one home yourself?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Pulling out of this field. Looks like my buddies are coming with one of their carrot pickers. One of two. That's a carrot picker. They've got a couple of them. How you doing, bub? They must be getting ready to check that over. Carrots must be growing. Whoa! Car. Wagon out, fill it up before milking. We're getting about a day and a half out of this wagon now. It goes to just a day. I'm feeding more of that silage. Park that wagon on an angle like that, so when I scoop in, I back and dump. Had a guy tell me to do that, and it works perfectly. I opened up the other ag bag. I finished that one off when we were filling them silos, and I'm already, you know, I'm already 30 feet in, probably, or actually more than that, but I opened that end up, and it was no spoilage again. So folding these bags and covering them up with dirt like we did seems to be working beautifully. So we'll fill this up, and we're going to use this backhoe. Greg's back from cutting hay. I had to get out of his way. We're going to clean this up, walk the cows in to get milked. She's moist and she's wet. Okay guys, and I'm back home. Good week of weather we got here coming up, so we should be able to get the rest of our first cutting off, and we got to get everything moved. But we had our class reunion here. It went pretty well. Got to catch up with some old friends I haven't seen in a while, so that went well. It's actually Chloe's birthday, so they've been out here kind of playing all day. She turned 8 years old. She's my second oldest. So Chloe, wish her a happy birthday. She'll like seeing the comments. So everybody take care. See you in the next video. God bless.